Nope.
Calm down.
Down.
Good. Well, that was our jump up. That was number one. See why I need the leash? Because he wants to run away because he's afraid. Good.
Come. Yeah, he's not about it.
Good. Curled, like it's not going to be straight up. It's going to be like almost like a shark fin.
Yeah, I think it's
Like he's a man on a mission, don't get in his way.
Yeah, yeah. But with dog reactive dogs, what you teach them is to stop looking at other dogs. So that's why you'll see Buddha like avoiding eye contact and looking over here, because looking at another dog gets him into trouble. It's just too difficult for him to make eye contact with other dogs and not revert to reactivity. Oh, good boy. Good boy, good boy, good boy. I don't know if you can see it, but his mouth closed. Now, that walkthrough was fine.
Okay.
I mean, he glanced over at her.
all that's okay right now?
Yep.
He's still kind of like lowering his head.
Yeah, that's okay. His mouth is still open. You don't see like the ears raising and the wrinkled forehead, mouth closing. That's what I'm talking about right there. That would be like the start of him fixating. Let's go. Come on down. What do we got? What we're going to be doing today is teaching him words, like human words. So because he keeps messing up when I'm at this distance, I'm going to make it a little easier for him and be closer for this time. Good.
Place. Good. Place. Sit. Good. Nope. Nope.
Look at me like, what?
Nope. Yes.
So what I mean by that is, like, if you can imagine having a completely different species living amongst you, or let's say like a foreign exchange student who speaks a different language, eventually you guys are going to need to communicate because you live in the same household. You're going to need to learn their language as well as them learning your language a little bit, right? Or at least it only seems fair.
Right.
So that this session is on our end learning his language, which you guys are familiar with, like all the Caesar Milan stuff, and that's the basis of where we kind of started with all of this stuff, and it makes sense to start with that. There's a lot more to branch off of it when we get to that point, but the starting point with all of that stuff really helps for understanding where we need to go from here. So with that being said, we are not going to be using words this session or for this week.
I was
So that's
looking
gonna be one of your-
through the book and I was like, somebody's
I want you to become aware of how often you do like use human sentences with him.
Yeah.
It's not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, we like do things like that all the time with our dogs, but we want you guys to become more conscious of it, and we want to be able to start on a blank slate for next week, which will be our obedience. So we will be learning, he will be learning our language next week.
Okay.
So to prepare him for that, it's good to kind of make it so he's not hearing all of these random words, all these white noises, because next week we will be adding a lot of meaning to the words that we're going to be saying to him. So for this week, practice your inner animal. Animals don't use words to communicate. They use energy and they use body language, and they're going to use what I'm going to show you is pressure and release. So that's what we're going to get into right now. So I just want him to make it known that if he reaches the end of the leash, pressure will be applied. Now, when he is inside the radius, there is no pressure. I'm not holding the leash tight.
Mm-hmm.
So with pressure and release communication, it's a matter of when you apply pressure, it means that I'm giving you instructions or I'm giving you information, whether it be steering, maybe we're turning left or turning right, or maybe it's because I need to interrupt a behavior you're doing, like for corrections, and we're gonna get to that soon, but first we're gonna start with the steering stuff. Applying pressure because I want him to get up. As soon as he gets up and moves with me, release the pressure. Start doing laps. Right here, pressure, release. He's like, oh, I'm not supposed to go that way. Once he complies and walks with me, I do not continue holding the leash tight. So see that again, pressure, release. Is I'm going to pull upwards on the leash, and when his butt hits the ground, I'm going to release the leash. Release. One more time here, and then I'm going to let you guys go ahead and give it a try. So again, I'm just going to pull upwards, wait for his butt to hit the ground. I maintain the pressure, I don't jerk it, I'm not going like this. I'm just going to wait for the light bulb to go off, and boom. There we go. Sometimes it takes a few seconds. Don't be in a hurry with this stuff. I mean, he only did maybe, 6 of them right then. He did them faster than the last one, but that'll happen when he's still in the learning phase. He'll do like 10 in a row flawlessly, and then the next one he looks clueless. I don't know why. It's just part of the learning, okay? All right, so who wants to go first? Stand there. Beautiful. I want to see 2 more of those. Go ahead and get your 3 sits in. Now, how come you petted him right there? Because he's cute. That's because he's not what you want, sure. So I would recommend petting him at the end of this, right? After you now give him a pet, because he did what you wanted him to do. You gave him the pet before you even started. Remember, kind of just look for that kind of stuff where we're unconsciously doing it.
Gotcha.
Okay? Good. So when you're walking, see how your leash is tight? There you go. Only pull on it when you come to a turn or if he like shuts down.
Okay.
But he was walking with you technically. Maintain the pressure until he gets up. Now release. We're gonna approach the door. I'm gonna put him into a sit. If he moves forward, you're gonna see me do the leash pop.
So you see what she did there?
Yep.
Wasn't a severe pop because she's matching the level of intensity.
Gotcha.
So he kind of just creeped out of the door. So she just like, hey, that's not what we want. If he just zoomed out of the door, then you would have seen a more firm
A little
leash
more
pop.
muscle.
A little more muscle, but you always just want to match the level of intensity. That's all you're doing. Because you're not.
Yeah, see how he's not going up now? They're smart enough to avoid consequences. So
Oh,
as
yeah.
long as the
Yeah,
consequences
like, I
affect
like
it, yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I don't want her to
And
do
that
that
was a
again.
very small consequence.
That was small,
Yeah,
right?
That was a small one, so he's doing good.
Right.
Like I said, he's already pretty good about the door
Yep,
anyways.
yep.
So.
He is, yes.
Very good, very good.
That didn't take too much of effort from me, but not to say that we want to be able to even stand here for a brief moment and pause and make sure that it's really set in.
Right.
So I'm always going to make sure that my foot is out before him. He doesn't have to be way back here. He can be beside me. He's actually giving me a good amount of space. Kind of think about like the amount of space you have is a measurement of how much respect he's got for you at the moment. So sometimes dogs will stand way back from me if I've given them a good enough leash pop, and it's just to show to like, okay, I surrender, not moving forward on you, no challenge there.
Gotcha.
So, okay, you getting bored with this? So I'm gonna move out first, and then I'm gonna come right back inside. But say he's kind of in front of you there, Kayla. Like, see how he was sitting here for me, like not even on the mat. And he's like, this one is right at the door here.
Okay, so we want him back a little bit
bring
further?
it, yeah, come
Okay.
back, redo it, and then sit him before the mat.
Perfect.
Much better.
Much better. See, now you have space for whatever you need. Put your jacket on, get your cell phone, grab an umbrella.
Yeah, it's like he's a little more annoyed when we have him do it on the way back in.
Yeah.
So that's why I want you to do this in a row, so he doesn't assume that, oh, we're going outside, I'm going for my hour-long walk now.
Yeah.
And pull him off. Good, go ahead and like sit down somewhere.
Come. This way. Come. Come. Come on. Come. Come.
Great. Yes.
That one got me, by the way.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, this distracted me. I was like, wait, where are we going?
Do you guys know what this is called?
No, it looks exciting.
It's called a flirt pole. Good. I do know.
Good. Haha.
Nope.
Calm down.
Down.
Good.
And go a little bit farther away and see if that helps him.
Good. Good.
Nope. Place. Down.
He doesn't care about the toys anymore.
So there's a mean old bag.
Fear is a really powerful emotion. It overrides everything. Dogs will suppress their appetite when they're too afraid. They
Yeah.
won't take food.
Nope. Good.
And move on to the next one.
Nope. Place.
I want to get some skid pads to
Down.
replace.
Yeah.
Shh, nope. Down. Nope. Shh. Down. Good.
Good. Good.
Nice.
Good.
Sit. Good. Place. Down.
Good. Kayla, your turn. Just start walking.
Okay. Good. Nope. Place. Nino.
Beautiful. Amazing. Now, I guess when you say his name, you can say that with different inflections because you say his name differently a lot of times. So it doesn't matter for that one so much as it does the yes and the good.
Yes. And my high pitch is not as high as hers.
That's okay.
Oh, okay. You'll understand the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Nino. Good.
Could you do his name like a warning, like Nino?
Sure.
Nino.
At a tight leash and has no room forever,
He's never gonna
then
make
he's
it.
never going to make a
Right.
mistake.
You gotta give it the
I
chance
won't
to.
be able to correct him. Correct. So having that said, I give him an idea of where I want him to be at the moment, and then I allow him to make that right decision by giving him the slack that he deserves.
Pop. Anytime he looks over, pop.
See how he stopped paying attention to you? That's when you give him the leash back. It's like, hey, snap out of that. Very cool. He's not turning back or looking or nothing. That's very good. He knows that that dog is there.
Yeah, we see him like every day.
Yeah. Oh.
There's one over there too. That's out.
Right there. See his mouth closed too, Jose? You saw all that?
Down. Good. Place. Good. Down. Good. Yes. Sit. Good.
Good job.
That's pretty easy, actually. It actually
Not
feels
so
a lot
bad?
better, yeah.
Right? Soon enough.
Nino, come.
Ah, we had a mistake here. Remember when I said we don't want to call for him from place just yet? Only use the yes for right now.
Down. Good. Place. Good. Down. Good. Yes. Sit. Good. Down. Good.
I'll do a recall from here.
Nino, come. Good.
Make your good a little shorter.
Place. Good.
Beautiful.
Nino, come. Good. Sit. Place. Good.
Good. Do it again.
Place.
Oh.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Nino, come. Sit. Good. Place. Nope. Place.
Very
Good.
good.
Game bay lang. Come on. Nino, come. Shh. Come. Sit.
Did you press him? I think you pressed it when he was going the wrong direction, right? Okay, good.
Place. Shh. Nope. Place.
Nino, come. Sit.
Break. Away.
Go away.
Can't recall if you don't leave.
Yeah, that's why I was throwing treats.
Break. Nino, come.
Pull his leash. If he had stayed any longer, I would have said nope and then repeated.
Nino, come. Good boy.
That was a good one. Do that one again. Do each position 3 times.
Place. Yes. Sit. Place.
Ooh, he turns for that one.
Place. Good. Place. Good boy.
Nice.
Good boy.
All right. What was that? 35 seconds, guys. Good job. Nice. Good. Okay, Jose, you go ahead and do it.
Yeah, good boy.
Nice.
Good boy.
Okay, yes him now, and now you're gonna start calling it place.
Yes. Good boy. Place.
Yeah.
Out. Good. Am I taking him to place? Or just
You
out?
don't have to, he just has to move away from the food, like farther than that.
Oh, further? Oh.
Yep. And I said, since place is close to our drill right here, he's gonna probably just end up going to place, which is fine.
Yes. Out.
Good, less leash on that one. Try and use 0 leash.
Okay.
Kind of like reserve it as a backup.
Yes. Yes. Out.
I know, right? Good, you gonna make these dogs do thresholds too? Before they walk into your house? You better.
Sit. Sit. Nico, sit. Sit, buddy. Good boy. Okay.
Now bring them on in. There you go.
Come on, Nico.
Get your butt in there.
Good boy, buddy. Lay down. Down. Good boy.
Oh, okay. You got it.
Good girl.
Right. Good job telling other dogs what to do too. Again, big status points for Nino seeing you being able to do that.
Yes.
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 He probably thinks it's a trick. He was outing himself from his food.
Really?
We wouldn't even say out. Like just before we would say it, she would literally just sit back and stare at us.
Yeah.
And we'd have to be like, eat, dude.
Yes.
Get it. Get it. Get it. Yeah, get it.
He can stick his foot in there if he wants.
Yeah. Good boy.
See, that's that confidence we were talking about.
Yeah, good boy, buddy. Good job. Good boy, buddy.
And so yeah, he'll move all around the box. He'll go on this side and go on that side or whatever.
Can I take this off?
Yes, you can. He's like, can you just hand it to me? That's a lot,
Drop it in my mouth.
a lot faster. Yeah. Drop it in my mouth.
But the outing himself is so funny, dude.
That's really cool.
He's like, I know what you're gonna say. And then say place to get in again.
Place.
And then down.
Nino. Down.
Good.
Yep.
And then just do it, let me see it one more time. And then Kayla, you're gonna give it a go.
Down. Nino, down. Good. Yes.
Oh yeah, watch your head, it's kind of funny.
Like, it smells like.
Nino, come.
I thought that fly was gonna get him.
Oh, he'll sit there and bite it.
Nino, come. Down.
Push him along. Oh! That's usually where they mess up.
Yeah.
Try it one more time. Let's see if you can get him to do it. This is your next step to skateboarding.
Down.
Here, stay in front of him, Jose. That way he's got something to look at. Keep him going. There you go. Yeah, just a little movement at first, real slow. Keep the treats coming.
Nino, come. Nino, come.
He's like, this feels good on my back.
Just having a moment here. Ooh, sit from a down. That's good.
Down. Sit. Place. Place. That's the way to go. Good boy, sit.
Still counts.
Good boy.
He looked up at him though, like, that was good, right?
Yeah, that's okay.
Uh-huh.
That's okay.